we doing, folks? And welcome back to a long-awaited film. I bet you're wondering, well, for those that follow the channel, you're probably thinking, where's that slacker been? Why has he not been doing any films? So, a couple of reasons. I've been trying to work on a badger project. Last few weeks, I've been having a nightmare, honestly. I cannot get pictures of badgers in natural light to save my life. And yeah, it's been really frustrating, and I put a lot of effort into it. You know, I've been doing, well, I think I've been doing everything right, and you know, wind direction, approaching the sets from, you know, the right side, and just all sorts of stuff. Really putting a lot of effort into it, and I've got nothing, absolutely no, well, a few grainy rubbish pictures, but I don't want to make any films of me failing to get any photos of badgers, so that's the reason I've not really been putting any films out lately. And also, we're moving house, which in itself is an absolute nightmare. If there's one activity that's going to scupper your photography, it's moving house. And we've been in that house nearly 25 years now, and we have got some stuff to sort out. So that's a big thing. We've also been house hunting as well. So that's going to be a big one for the future for the channel. Yeah, we're actively looking for somewhere with quite a bit of land, and we've got some big ideas. So I don't really want to divulge them yet. We'll keep that for another day. Well, yeah, we've got some big plans, but every time an house comes up, we've been, hey up, train's coming, give it a sec. Okay, yeah, every time we've seen a house, we've had to get in the motor and go and view it or whatever. We've missed out on a couple of crackers, but yeah, the right one's out there somewhere. But we need to get a wriggle on with that, to be honest, because we're going to have nowhere to live in a few weeks. But all good fun, eh? So yeah, that's what we're on with currently. So what we're on with today, right? The weather's not the best, but as I said, let me just wipe this screen. That's a bit better. Yeah, as I said, I've been failing miserably with them badgers, and I've got disillusioned with them, to be honest, and I was coming away fed up, and I thought that's not right. So I need to give it a rest, give it a break. But I need to come out and try and get some pictures, get some images on that memory card. So I'm going to curse it now, ain't I? I'm coming to one of my go-to places where I know there's a half a decent chance of getting some kingfisher shots. And I've not been down since last year, to be honest. Got some nice pictures. I was on the OM system then, but obviously we're back on the Nikon, on the Z9, and yeah, we're gonna set my little Tragopan lagopus up. Great little hide for, like, you know, tight little spots, really. Perfect for this kind of job. Travelling relatively light. I've just brought the 500 prime with me. Need a bit of reach on this one. Hopefully the perch where I've photographed them on before is still there. If it's not, we'll set something up, won't we? And we'll try and make it happen. So we've got a bit of a walk, not too far. We'll get down on the river. There's going to be plenty of cover because there's stacks of Himalayan balsam. I can't stand the stuff myself, but there's one good thing about it. I think the bees like it. Well, two good things. And it gives us a good bit of cover. We shouldn't need that much because, like I said, we've got the lagopus hide. So we're going to bang that up and see if we can get some pictures of these amazing kingfishers. Fingers crossed. Right, I'll come back to you when we get there. See you in a bit. Right, I'm just making my way down now to the spot. I've just seen a kingfisher take off, which is fantastic, really encouraging. Now whether this perch is still there, I don't know. There's not as much balsam as I thought there would be. We've still got cover. We've got an overhanging willow. Yeah, a bit tricky. This is quite overgrown, as you can see. Where's the... You can just make it out. That's the branch in the water there. Tempted to put another one in, to be honest. Just spin you around. So, looking at it, it's not the best. It's not the best perch in the world. And you know me, I like my perches. It just adds that finishing dimension off to the picture. So, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a look for another one. So I've brought my little Laplander saw. I'm going to dump the gear here. It's safe here, it's well hidden. And just go off with saw, try and find a nice perch. And I'll just put it to, if I can get out there, it's quite deep. It could all end in disaster. But no pain, no gain. So we're going to go and find a perch, put it down next to where this one is, and we'll see if we can get some shots. That's what I was talking about before, a little folding pruning saw basically. Not expensive, but dead handy to have in your kit. A little bit of cordage. I've got a little bag with cordage, a couple of zip ties, and all I'm looking for, well ideally I'm looking for something with a right angle on it. I might have to cobble it up out of two different you know, branches, but I want something, you know, something that's a bit interesting. Something that's going to set the bird off. I'm sure there'll be something knocking about around here. So straight away, I've not come that far actually, and this has kind of piqued my interest. The problem is, it's just one long limb. You know, it's deadfall anyway. So, but that'd be nice. Ideally, I want that bit there, and then I want a right angle so that I can put that into the river. So we'll not dismiss this. Potentially we could cut it off and we could attach it to something else, but ideally I don't want to do that because, and I've done it before, where I've found a fantastic horizontal piece and I've attached it to a vertical and they've gone and landed right on the knuckle where I've tied it on. Which, and with kingfisher sometimes you only get one go. You know, it and I've said it before, set your camera up first, get your positioning right, but then go and put your perch in. Don't put your perch in and then start messing around putting your eye up on your camera, because invariably what will happen, they'll come down and they'll land within sometimes they can land within seconds, and that might be that chance, that only chance that you had to get that picture. So set your perch up last. Right, there's one here somewhere. This is that balsam I was telling you about. Horrible stuff. Dead easy to pull out though. Right, let's get looking. Okay, so I think I've found one. Bit of a struggle, but I've come to an area in the woods where I've noticed a lot of moss on this. There's a bit of a stream coming down, and a lot of moss on all these fallen logs. So I've kind of concentrated on this area, and there's an area here where a tree's come down, and because it's under the tree canopy, it's obviously the perfect conditions for all this moss to grow. Now, on this particular limb, you can see, where are we? There. We've got that right angle that we wanted. So if I get rid of that one, there we go. I'm just going to cut it off. There we have it. That should be not perfect, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that off, and then I can put that in at a bit of an angle. I might have to put another piece of timber holding it up. I could actually put two on, and it creates like a tripod then, so I don't have to stick it into the riverbed. And there's me nice, you just see it there, that's where it's going to sit. So we'll see. I'm going to cut this off, try and get it off without breaking that one off. There we go. So there we have it, and that's our kingfisher perch, we hope. So I'll be very careful taking that back. I'm going to take another limb, something a bit sturdier, just to create that bit of a tripod, and we've got some support. One there. And another one there. Right, let's get those back and get set up. Okay, so we've got those back in one piece. There's our, it's really fragile this. That's our perch. And all I'm going to do, I'm just going to make a tripod. I'm going to put that leg there. I'm going to put that there, and then that I can just put wherever I want. I can just, because it's shallow, the water there. So hopefully it'll just sit in the water. There's quite a bit of mud, so I don't know how far it's going to sink in. It's going to be interesting, and hopefully that'll be high enough off the water for it to perch on. You know, I've got, it could do to be higher really, but it's what we've got. We'll get that tied up now. Like I said, I've got a little bag with some zip ties in and a bit of cordage. And here we go. So that's my little bag. Always bring that out with me. We'll rig that up and see if we can get an image. that is it. It's as simple as that. I've just got an old bootlace there. I've made, like I said, a tripod, and I'm going to just consolidate it now, but I've got the basics. I think that's going to work fine, as long as something turns up, but just don't want it to collapse, so just give it a bit extra. That is it. That is our perch done. Simple as you like, dead basic. Hopefully it's a little bit sketchy, that it'll take it, but we'll see. Right, let's get this away. As I said before, get the hide set up, get your camera set up. Massive consideration, your background. You want your background right, not too cluttered. And then once you're happy, once you've got that all set up, ready to go, just all you need to do is get on your seat, then go and put your perch out, and hopefully we'll get some shots and boost our confidence a bit after the badger nightmare. Going any further out than that. Let's see what happens. Well, we're about 2 hours in, and I'm having as much luck with these kingfishers as I have with the badgers. But we've had one fly past, and what I've just done, I've just sneaked out and I've put another perch up just to try and double my chances. It's a little bit close, this one, to be honest. For the 500 I'd have been better off with the 300 2.8, but it's what it is. But I've just put a longer one and a little bit higher up, just set it back a bit, so it's a little bit more obvious, this one. It might just give me a better chance, but we'll see. Yeah, so what else have we got planned? I'll tell you where we are going. We're going to the bird fair at Rutland, and I'm going to be on the Tragopan stand, which is going to be really good. I'm looking forward to it. So as you know, I use quite a few Tragopan products. I'm a UK ambassador for them, and yeah, I'm going to be on the stand, which is the, I think it's on the, I'll put the dates on now. I think I'm there on the 14th and the 15th, which is the Friday and the Saturday. So I'll be on the stand, working with the Tragopan team, and just chatting with people really. So if you've never been, the bird fair is fantastic. All the big you know, photographic companies are there. There's people providing tours and safaris, and there's gifts and bird feeders, and there's all sorts of stuff, anything to do with, you know, bird watching, bird photography, that kind of stuff. It's really good. It's at the I think it's the Rutland Showground. I'm not sure of the exact description of the address where it is. I know I went last year, just went for a couple of hours, and I was well impressed with it. It was dead good. So yeah, if you're at a loose end on the 14th and the 15th, get yourself down and come and have a look at the Tragopan stand. Check us out, and we'll have a chat, and I can show you through some of the products. And yeah, they're great. They really are you know, a good team, and the products are fantastic. I wouldn't hesitate to recommend them. I use them all the time. Like I said, I'm in the little Lagopus now. Great for this kind of photography. Just a little sneaky place, dead covert. Yeah, it's good gear, it's Tragopan, so get yourself down there. Be a good day out. Well folks, I think we're going to call it a do. We've had as much luck with these kingfishers as we have with the badgers lately. Nothing happening. Well, it's tipping down now. It's not been the best day, but that's no excuse. So like I said, this film, it was a bit of a catch-up, to be honest, and a channel update. So in summary, badgers nightmare, moving house nightmare. Today hasn't been the best. But that's wildlife photography, isn't it? That's why we, well, it's not why we do it, but this is the reality of wildlife photography. It doesn't always go your way, and it's certainly not doing for me at the moment. But we shall carry on regardless. Right, so that's me done. I'm going to pack up now in the wet. Stick with it. It's just a little bit slow at the moment. Like I said, with the house move, it's not ideal. And if I don't see you before, we'll hopefully see you at the bird fair down at Rutland, which will be fantastic. Call in at the stall and we'll have a natter. Just one thing as well, any Nikon users out there who've been using the auto capture and with the f-mount lenses, any issues that you've had, I'm struggling a bit with this 500 f4. It's not playing ball, so drop a comment in the descriptions, and yeah, let us know how you've been getting on with that. It's a fantastic feature, but I just don't want to have to change all my lenses for Z glass. Not at the moment anyway. Right, that's me done. Morning folks. Well, we're back out. Now, I was editing the beginning to this film last night, and I just thought I can't put it out without getting some pictures. I know we got some pictures of them rabbits on the way back, but I am really confident that these two perches I've put out will get some results. So we'll have a quick shufty at the setup. So you saw what I've done. I've actually moved back about, I don't know, maybe about 8 to 9 foot. I was a little bit close last time, so this is where I was shooting from last time, but with the 500 on, it was a little bit tight. So you can see there, I've got my two perches set out. It's a bit of a gamble putting two perches out. It's not so bad when they're kind of in line. So the one thing you don't want is one perch to obscure the other. So this one, it's set a little bit further back and a little bit higher, so if they land on either, they're not going to be obstructed. So it's not a bad day, to be honest. It's put a bit of rain down, and I'm quietly confident. So we're back in the little Lagopus. Got the 500mm on. Just really important as well, and I've mentioned it before in other films. Make sure there's nothing in the way, because once you're in the hide, you don't want to be coming out. So any grasses that could potentially obstruct a view, look at all the potential places where that bird might land. I mean, to be honest, this one, there's two of the original. You can see that dead. I'll go a little bit closer. There we go. So I have photographed them on that dead tree before now, so all I'm going to do, I'm just going to take a few little bits of grass away that might obstruct it if it does land on there. I'm hoping that they land on the well, at least one of them that I put up. Fingers crossed. We just need a little bit more luck. We've got to keep at it, haven't we? So we'll give it a few hours and see what results we get. Alright, stick with us. Just spotted a male. A male has just gone down the river and landed maybe 100 metres down, but he's on the same side as what these perches are, so I'm hoping he might work his way back up. Come on, please. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Sat right there, right on the perch. It's on the furthest one. Wow. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, brilliant. That was absolutely fantastic. It landed on 3 perches, so it landed on the 2 that I put up, and it also landed on that dead tree in the water. there was a bit of foliage that I hadn't moved, so they were a little bit obscured on that, but I got some great shots, really good, and I got some nice footage. And I tell you what I did get, which is unreal. I got some slow motion footage of it ejecting a pellet, which, like owls, once they've digested their meal, it creates a pellet, and they have to get rid of that, so they cough it up and flick it away. And I'm hoping I got some footage of that. Well, I've looked on the back of the camera and it looks all right. So, and I was filming in 120 frames a second, so I'm hoping that'll look pretty cool. But I'm chuffed to bits with that. Absolutely brilliant. Just makes it all worthwhile, doesn't it? You know, I wasn't going to come out this morning. I was that fed up with them badgers. It's kind of, you know, I lost my mojo a bit, to be honest. And I thought, no, I'm going out because I know them perches are going to work, and they have done. And I've got some great shots. So, brilliant. A nice end to the film. All right, thanks very much for watching. Thanks for all the subscribers. It's great. It's really helpful if you can give it a thumbs up. Give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And again, thanks for all your support. So all the best, and we'll see you on the next one.